Good morning, everyone. Today is the last lesson of your call to action unit in writing. Yay! You've worked so hard and I love what you've created. Today I'm going to model to you some free verse writing. And to prepare for that, I suggest that you read over your notes just to get some facts and thoughts in the back of your head. Am I going to reuse my notes? No. But it'll give me ideas. So for today, on my notes of girls' education, I just reread my notes, reread my paraphrasing to help me think of ideas today. Now, a free verse is just free writing. It's normally in the format of kind of like a poem, and it doesn't have to rhyme. But I am doing girls' education. And I'm gonna title my free verse, Born a Girl. Because it is all about girls, excuse me, and education. And I'm gonna title it because it focuses on her. The girls all over the world have issues just for being a girl. And that's what my research tells me. So I'm gonna use this phrase throughout my free verse, and I'm gonna repeat it. Repetitive phrases are so influential to the reader. And if they keep seeing it and reading it over and over. To start my free writing, I'm gonna give kind of the stereotype of a girl. When I think little girls, the stereotype is born a girl in a sundress, playing with dolls, loving the color pink. And I think that kind of highlights just the stereotype of what people think of when they think little girls. So here's my phrase. I'm going to repeat it again, born a girl. And often girls have roles that they're taught at a very young age. They're taught to do, play kitchen and clean the house and take care of the babies. You see a lot of girls taking care of baby dolls. So I'm gonna bring in that, the role that most girls are taught right away at a young age. So domesticated, that means to be taught, to be trained from the start. Now, when I think of the word domesticate, I think we domesticate dogs not to pee in the house. We domesticate cats and other living things in the house to follow the rules. Well, these girls are domesticated from the start. They're forced in a role. And what is that role? To work, to provide for the family, to nurture the babies. Notice how I'm using my phrases and I'm giving 3 quick lines, 3 quick descriptions. I'm gonna repeat my phrase again, born a girl. And now I'm gonna kind of highlight what is this forcing of domestication doing to a girl? It's limiting their opportunity. Limited opportunity. Girls' value is kind of stripped from the start. They're more than what we see up here. And in my research, a lot of girls around the world are struggling just to stay alive, to stay in school, things like that. So now we're starting to enter the conflict. We did a little up here. So I'm gonna repeat my phrase again, born a girl. And when we think of these limited opportunities and these values being stripped, how is it being done? Well, girls are being looked past. When you line up children, the boys are often seen first and they're just looked over. And I can even say looked past, looked over. Often girls are silenced, not allowed to speak unless spoken to, or they're just cast aside in some places. And that's how it's starting to be done. So I've introduced a lot of conflict, my ideas from my research and my own ideas. So here, I'm gonna start giving some description on what girls truly have. born a girl, they have an inner voice. They have a strong soul. You may not be able to see all this on the outside, but man, it's inside. Girls have a reason to fight. And I'm going to keep kind of going with this idea, born a girl. Maybe taking this and making it stronger. Born a girl who is capable, who can defeat the odds. And that just means when everything else is against her, she can defeat it. Who can change the world. So I've taken my piece here, and I think I'm just going to end it with born a girl, that strong statement. So it kind of takes the reader with the repetitive phrases and the short fragments. It takes the reader from the stereotype to the universal role that all girls are supposed to have, why that is happening, and then what needs to change. Girls have so much more to offer. And that's my free write. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 stanzas long. And each stanza is 4 lines, so 24 lines total. I want you to play with this today, whether you write more stanzas or less. If you like my format, copy my format related to your research. But I'd like you to try it today. Thank you for listening.